Hey there, quick thing before we dive in. If you are a coach, a creative, or a storyteller who wants to show up like your fave self, either online, on stage, or even just on Insta stories, I created something just for you you're going to absolutely love. It is called Voice and Vibes, and it's a 90-minute one-on-one power session with me to help you feel more like yourself whenever and wherever you speak. These are just cozy conversations between you and I. We're going to get clear on your message, help you align your energy, and get you showing up in a way that feels right and feels like you. So if you're going to be prepping for a post or maybe a big client pitch or a full-blown presentation, we're going to get your words flowing and get your confidence really, really grounded. I've got the link for you in the show notes if you'd like to go ahead and book your session. Okay, let's get into today's episode. Hey there, and welcome to the Fave Self CEO podcast. I'm your host, Kayla Evans, and I'm sneaking this in very quickly before I run out the door. I'm heading for sushi with one of my nearest and dearest girlfriends, who was actually my first ever public speaking client, but now, again, one of my besties. We're doing sushi and a very long overdue girls chat. So that is reason enough, obviously, to get out of the house. But the real reason that we're actually meeting tonight is that afterwards, she's coming with me to an appointment that I've been like a little bit nervous about. And like, it's nothing major. Like, I'm fine. It's just an old hockey injury that's acting up. So when I told her, like I'm going to go have some tests done, I was a little bit anxious about it. Without hesitation, right away, she said, well, I'll come with you. And my first instinct was, oh my gosh, no, like I can't ask you to do that, right? Like she's a mom, she has a very high profile job. She works for, one of the most amazing nonprofits in our city. And my brain was like, no, like you can't ask that of her. But then I paused for a second, put my phone down, thought about it for like maybe a minute. And then I realized, you know what? Yes. Hell yes. I will gratefully take you up on that offer. It's going to make me feel so much better having her there. And so I texted her back, yes, please, that'd be great. And instantly this weight was lifted off my shoulders. And that got me thinking about accepting help and how hard it can be to accept help, and then why saying yes matters. So that's what I want to get into today. Accepting help when you're nervous, you're struggling, maybe you're overwhelmed or overburdened. So many of us are these days from time to time. And a lot of us default to, I can do it, we're I can do it kind of people. I mean, think of how many times that you've done that. Someone offers to help and you say, no, thanks. I got it, right? Like we are, I got it people all the time. And I know for me, mine personally comes from my mother for sure. She's super independent. No, I got it. Thanks. I got it all the time from her. We're also farm people. So, we got it. We're good. No worries. Thanks. But no worries. We're fine. But when you actually accept help, like a squajillion good things come out of it. And I want to start to dig into those things as well. So back to this help kind of thing that's really cemented itself in my brain really for the last couple of weeks. Yesterday, I was at an event downtown for the Chamber of Commerce, and the CEO, who I adore, such a great human being, was giving some remarks to the group. And he had said that people often assume that the chamber has a staff of like 40, right, to put on these fabulous events that they do. But in reality, it's only about 20 people. And that what makes these events so great is that so many volunteers step up and work alongside the chamber. And I mean, I've emceed a bunch of chamber events over the last year and a bit. And I also serve on their Small Business Advisory Council. So like I've seen it firsthand. And in that moment, I just thought, yeah, you're 1,000% right. People helping people, like that's what makes a good event a great event. And that's something I think that, Winnipeggers, Manitobans, like we're so Canadians, even I'll put it out there. We're so well known for that, is stepping up and helping each other. So the whole concept of help, at least offering help, is not foreign to a lot of us. It's accepting the help where it gets a little bit tricky. And then, like I said, I've really been thinking about this all week long. A little bit later on at that same event, I was talking to somebody about TEDx and, how I'm a TEDx speaker coach, and I've been encouraging everyone. And I want to encourage you right now, if I haven't already jabbed my jaws at you about this. If you have an idea worth sharing, you probably do. I mean, we all do. Keep an eye out on applications and apply. I'm like getting everybody to apply. We have such incredible, intelligent, knowledgeable, helpful people in our neck of the woods. Yeah, we got to get those ideas out there. So back to this conversation. This person said, oh yeah, like I volunteered there like a handful of years ago and I'd love to get back into it. And I was like, oh heck yeah, like do it, like, reach out. Because the volunteers, like that's the heartbeat of TEDx. The speakers are volunteers, the organizers, the coaches, like we're all volunteers. We do it because we love it. And I just thought like, if nobody stepped up to help, Like TEDx would still be amazing. Like the core group of folks who run it are freaking phenomenal, but it wouldn't be what it is without all the people who give their time. And then a little bit earlier on this week, I had gone over to my aunt and uncle's. My aunt is, what do they call it? Like the special events coordinator at our Legion. And she is brilliant and she's always putting on events for them. And she has all these Christmas bake sales and like craft sales coming up and mom's pantry fundraisers coming up, right? Thanksgiving, Halloween, even Christmas. Like there's lots of fundraising stuff coming up. And I just happen to love graphic design. Like I'm not like classically or like professionally trained. You know, I taught myself Photoshop when I worked in TV. I love Canva, all that's great. And I just sometimes love making graphics. So I usually work with her. I go down to their place. She puts some tea on. She makes always an incredible lunch. And we make posters and graphics together for the different Legion events to print out and put up around the Legion. And so I had so much fun working with her. And she just kept thanking me for helping her. But like, I loved it. Like, I'm so happy to do this. And then on the flip side, like I do love my aunt. She is brilliant. Before she retired, she was a high up at RBC and she's like a total banking genius. So once we finished lunch, like I sat there and picked her brain about investments, you know, like buying property, like making my money work, like especially if you're self-employed, like so important, right? And she gave great advice as always. It was like having my personal financial consultant. And when I left, we both just kept standing there hugging each other, thanking one another. And I thought like, yeah, that's what it's about. People helping people. Like we both felt so good helping each other with our own areas of expertise. Though to be real, like for lunch, she made ribs and roasted beets and roasted potatoes, like from her own garden. So, I mean, I definitely came out ahead in that situation. And then also over the last little while, I spent an entire afternoon shopping with the event coordinator for this really cool gala that I'm emceeing later this month. It is a very formal event. And I mean, my farm kid wardrobe just isn't going to cut it. So she took me to the mall and she helped me find a dress. You know, she connected me with her tailor, picked out shoes, jewelry, like even the undergarments for the dress. And this was so important, I guess, or this was so great for me because like I hate shopping. I really have no style. And I'm not saying that in like a self-deprecating way. I spent 20 years in TV and radio. So I've always had stylists dressing me. So I never really built that skill set and honestly never really had like the passion or interest in becoming fashionable. I mean, I grew up a tomboy and it's just never been my interest to like dress really nicely or dress for my body type or dress for my color season or anything like that. So having a professional event planner, someone who works with brides and like high profile people help me, like that was amazing. Like she made the whole day way less painful. And honestly, like when I put that dress on, yeah, it still needs tailoring. So, I mean, it's going to look even better, I think. I don't know if I've ever felt that good. Like the color, the cut, like everything. Like she just nailed it. Like when I'm done this event, you are going to see 1,000 pictures of me in that dress on my social media just because of how confident I feel in that dress already. And like without her help, I probably could have, yeah, dressed myself. Obviously, I've been putting clothes on for a long time now, but I would have been miserable or I would have been in an outfit I didn't even like. But now I'm going to feel like $1,000,000, all thanks to her, just taking an afternoon to help me out. And that also made me think of my bestie in Regina. Shout out to Lauren, your girl Elboo on Instagram. If you're listening, Lauren, she is a phenomenal hairstylist. She's a curly hair specialist and a very big part of my heart. And she always let me dresses for everything. Like we're talking Halloween costumes when I was on air, black tie galas, fancy events. You know, she always did my hair too. Like she was my complete glam squad. And she was always so helpful to me that I'm just so grateful to her. Oh, like forever I'll be grateful for her friendship, but also like her expertise and her style. Like she was so great with helping me. Even this summer, I talked about it when I was moving. My parents, that same aunt and uncle showed up with their trailer to help. Like it just reminded me that yes, it is hard to accept help. We're independent, we're empowered, you know, we're doing the things. But when you're able to accept help, like it just changes everything. And honestly, like I could fill hours and hours with examples of how people have helped me. And I'd like to think that I help people too. And I hope that people would have stories about me helping them. Not that I think like, oh, I'm so great, people should talk about me. But like, I hope that there are things that I've done for others that have made a difference. That's what I'm choosing to believe anyway. But here are really the points I want to get into. Accepting help, I think it really is a two-way street. You offer help when you can, if you have gifts, your time, your talent, your money, even like if you have a massive social media following, if you're able to promote or share somebody else's event or a local business or something or fundraiser, there's so many ways that you can help, right? You don't have to be a millionaire to help. You don't have to be a single, entrepreneur with no children to help. You have something that you can give if you want to give. And the two-way street part, if you're able to accept that help as well, life is just fuller, right? It's juicier, it's more fun, it's more loving. Things just flow so much better when you're giving and you're taking graciously and gratefully. And then the other thing I really want to point out is more in like the metaphysical world. When you receive help, when you accept help, you're sending a message to, yourself, your subconscious, the universe saying, I am worthy of help. I am open and willing to receive, right? There's nothing wrong with receiving. There's nothing wrong with allowing support to flow to you. And that really just opens the floodgates for more opportunities and synchronicities to come into your life, more miracles to flow your way because you're saying, yep, I'm open and willing and accepting of good coming into my life. Please send me more of that goodness. I mean, that's just good. And then from a more practical standpoint, like if you're not really believing in the metaphysical woo-woo, from a practical, like more logical standpoint, I guess, accepting help takes things off your plate. It reduces your stress. It gives your nervous system a bit of a break. It gives, your body, your head, your heart a bit of a break. Usually help comes from people who know you, people who love and support you. So if they're helping you, you're spending time with them, that bonding time, that oxytocin, that nervous system regulation, all good things. It also frees up your time and energy. If someone takes something off your plate, maybe you get to spend more time with your kids. Maybe, you get a little bit more me time. Maybe you just get to enjoy the thing that you're doing more because you're doing it with somebody who you enjoy spending time with. And then when you accept help, I also think that that is a gift in itself. The person helping you gets to feel fulfilled. Like they know they made a difference for you. Think of a time when you helped out a friend. Like that just feels good. When you offer help, you get that gift back, right? Two-way street, giving and receiving gifts. Like it's just a cycle of goodness all around. This always reminds me of like my family's Ukrainian. You have, Baba Gigi, go over to their place. They're going to offer to feed you. It's not so much an offer as like they're pretty much going to force you to eat. If they give you something or they would give you something and you said, oh, no, thanks, I'm good. They were like offended. Like it hurt their feelings. Like if you didn't eat my Baba's food, if she had made you something, if you wouldn't take a loaf of bread or something with you because you were trying to be polite or no, it's fine. Gigi would always try to check my oil. No, it's fine. I got it. They would be hurt. But if you like graciously accepted, sure, I'll take that jar of jam. Sure, I'll take that jar of pickled beets. Sure, check the tire pressure. Sure, check the oil. That's their way of showing you that they love you. And that's their way of giving you their gifts, their time, their energy, their love to you. So it's a gift, really. When you accept something, you're giving them something. So I know we've been talking about how it's easier to offer help than to accept it, right? So my advice is that when someone offers you help, you just take a pause, like just take a beat. Your knee-jerk instinct or like your first instinct is to say no. No, thanks, I got it. Or no, thanks, I'm fine. But I want you to pause for a second, just for a couple seconds, and then think, and then maybe say yes. Because that's exactly how it happened with my girlfriend offering to come with me tonight. My first instinct was like, no, I can't ask you to do that, I'm fine. But I paused for a second, put my phone down, and then I was like, yeah, I would love that, please. And again, it lifted that weight off my shoulders. So that would be, I guess, my biggest, best advice is to just pause, accept that help. And the more you accept help, whether, someone holds open a door for you or somebody offers, to pick up something for you or drop something off for you, accept the help. It gets easier the more you accept it. And don't worry about being greedy. You're not. People, yes, I know we live in a people-pleasing society, but for the most part, I don't think people offer to take something off your plate if they honestly didn't mean it. Right? Especially the people in your life who care for you. They're not going to say something that they don't want to do, right? So it gets easier, I think, the more you accept it. Plus, if you're a good human being and listening to this podcast, I know you are, you're offering your help and your assistance and your gifts to other people. So you're keeping that flow of goodness going. So you don't have to feel greedy or you don't have to feel selfish about accepting help because you're doing it in a nice way and you're giving it right back out to the world. And I mean, at the end of the day, like No matter how many affirmation cards you pull, or how much meditating you do, or how much tapping you do, how organized your day planner is, how perfect your pantry looks, like life in 2025 is still a lot. Like we're busy, we're overwhelmed, we're under pressure all the time. Yes, we're fully capable and independent, but why not let people help? Like life is tricky a lot of the time, and I don't think we need to struggle more than necessary. I don't think you should be suffering. We're not here to suffer. Humans are here to take care of one another. I truly believe that's what it means to be human. You don't have to do life alone. I don't think we're supposed to. Like, I'm not a biologist or I'm not a sociologist or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure humans, like, we are not meant to do life alone. And this is coming from somebody who was a massive hermit introvert who would rather be alone a lot of the time. Even I can admit that it's way more joyful to do life with other people. And you're just worthy of support. You really, really are. No matter how tough you are, how independent you are, how empowered you are, you're worthy of support and a helping hand. And when you accept it, you can always return the favor when someone else needs it. So tonight, I'm going to go eat my weight in sushi, catch up with one of my besties, and then walk into that appointment, not alone, but fully supported and feeling so loved and feeling so grateful for it. And I mean, that's the point. You don't have to carry it all. You don't have to do it all on your own. Again, you are so worthy of love and support. And sometimes the absolute bravest thing you can do is simply just take that pause and say yes. So take that to heart, give it a pause, say yes when you can, offer the help to others. And on that note, I think I've told enough stories today. I think I've chapped my jaws enough for today. I'm going to go get ready and again, head for sushi. But if you want, leave a comment. You can always DM me as well or email me, and I will talk to you next time.